Okay.
All right. All right. We are here. Okay. In summary, we have a background image, right? And then we duplicate the background image, which is this
Yeah.
one here, on your
Yeah.
keyboard, Command or Control J.
Yeah.
And then when you duplicate that um, layer, the next thing you're going to do is to right click, convert it into a smart object.
Yeah.
All right,
And then
so
go
far.
to image.
And then from there, we go to layer.
Image. Oh, in there.
Okay, hold on. I need to find liquify. Layer, liquify. Where's my liquify? Filter.
Liquify filter on the hurricane.
Yeah,
Rain shirt.
yeah. I'll go under the filter, liquify. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now when you have a liquify, now we are going to use the first tool here. This tool here, um, if I press and hold it down,
Yeah.
oh, okay, all right. If I click, okay, I press the Option key, right?
Yeah.
Alt key or the Option key, click on it, let it go. I can
Yeah.
do something like that. You see?
Yeah.
So which means that I can press it here, Option here, and then I can start to fix up the jawbone,
Okay.
like that, if I have to. Okay? But basically, so far, so good. Now, the next thing is to, and then, now here the thing now, from here, from here, under the properties, you can do some adjustment. Now you can adjust the eye. You see under the eye right here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring up that. Under the eyes, under this setting here, we can do some adjustment. All right. So what we are going to do now is to turn for the eye, and then now if I make an adjustment on the eye setting, see what
Mm-hmm.
happened? See what happened? I can make the eye big.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, I can make it on the other
No
side.
wonder them say when you look at people in real life,
Yeah.
they
So
look
there are
different.
two sides, one left side, one right
Mm-hmm.
side. I can close it like that. I can close this one like that.
Can you do the lips as well?
Yeah. And the heights I can control too.
Mm-hmm.
I can control the height, the, the eyes width. We can also manipulate it. See? You can stretch it. You see what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
We can stretch that and all of that. The eye tilt, we don't need it. The eye distance now, which means from this distance to that, we can control it. So we can bring it forward like that. See?
Yeah.
And then we finish with the eyes. We can go to the nose and then change the nose height if we want to. The nose width, if it's too broad,
Oh, wow.
can close that. The mouth, you see, we can work with the mouth. You see,
Wow. Yeah.
slightly smiley, upper lips.
Yeah.
We can tighten it up.
Yeah.
Lower lips, We can make it more defined. The mode height, we can change it a little bit. So we control that. Now the facial shapes now, the forehead, which is this one here, we can work on it, make it forward. See what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
We can make that. Chin height, so we can also, the jawline, we can work on that if we have to. So with that, you take your time. You just visit it, take your time, and explore them. And then when you finish now, when you finish with all this setting, you can click OK. Okay? So
Yeah.
you have it set already.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what is the next step again. All right.
And that's the image that we liquefied, right?
Yeah, command option. All right, under this layer here, command, we are going to duplicate it. Command, option,
Yeah.
shift, and E. E, command, shift, E. All right, command, options, shift, and E. Oh, good. We are here. Command, shift, option, and E. Good. What we did by pressing command, shift, option, E, command, shift, options, E,
Yeah.
we duplicated out of this image here a clear transparent one. So the same layer. So we are going to name it layer number 2. So you
Yeah.
understand so far. Layer number 1 is where we did the liquefy
Yeah.
and all of that. And then we duplicated the same layer by pressing command, option, shift, and 3 to get a clear layer, right? All right, from here, all right, from here we can remove the patches, anything that we have there. So we go to a patch tool and then try to remove that like that. Okay, basically this is what we did already. Okay, all right, so far like that. So that's the next step. Now, are we on the same page, Melissa?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you have done all the necessary fixing up, hmm, all of it, then on the same layer we are going to do the frequency separation like what we did last week. Remember what we did last week?
Yes, sir.
We are going to duplicate this layer here, layer number 2 into 3. 1, 2. All right. So we duplicated that. The top one, we are going to name it high free high frequency. High. All right. And then the second one, low frequency color. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have high frequency. We are going to hide the high frequency. Okay,
Yeah.
we hide the high frequency, and then now, hold on, I'm checking my step. The letter to me. Regular. All right, here we go. We select the low frequency, hmm, and then we go to filter, blur, and how do you pronounce this? Gaussian or Gaussian? Melissa, are you back? Melissa, Melissa, hello? Melissa, are you there? Melissa? 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 Mel? Can you hear me?
Sir, you hearing me now?
Yeah, finally. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it gets dropping off.
Oh, I sent you an email with some of the steps that I did in my
Yeah, no problem. I'll
on
go through it.
my own way. But anyway, that's all right.
I'll go through.
I just send you. All right. Let me see if I got some question. All right. All right. When okay, let me see again. We are here. We disable the high frequency, hmm? And then
Yeah.
we go to low frequency. That's when you disappear. And then under the low frequency, we are going under the filter. Under the filter, we come straight um, and select Gaussian blur. How do you pronounce it? Gauss, Gaussian,
Blur. Blur. Goes in there, yeah.
Gaussian blur. We select this Gaussian blur. Now we bring it all the way to zero point 0.1. Okay,
Yeah.
and then we are going to see up to what point will all these things become so blurred. So we move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. All right, 9. We can work with. Okay, let's work with 8, like that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
we work with the radius of 8, and then click OK. All right, and then now from there we work. Okay. All right, we are going to select, bring up that. We select the texture layer. Okay. This time we are changing from low frequency to a high frequency. All right.
Yes, sir.
So the next thing we are going to do, um, we are going under the image, apply image. Hmm?
Yeah.
Apply image, and then now we are going to select low frequency color. Okay, and then now our blend mode, we are going to leave it at subtract. Our scale, we are going to leave it at 2 pixels. The offset, we are going to leave it at 128. All right.
Okay, sir.
It
Yes,
is
sir.
there. It is there in that piece of note that I sent. The steps that I did write it down. Okay. We click OK. All right. The moment you have done that, we come here under the blend mode, and then we select linear lights. We look for linear color, linear lights. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, linear light, we select that. Okay,
Yes.
all right, let's digest. All right, we are good. So the next steps after this one, we are going to select these 2 layers, the high frequency and the low frequency colors, and put them in a group. So you hold on your shift key and select that. If I drag it all the way here, it's going to create it into a folder. See? It creates for me a
Yeah.
folder. So I'm going to name this one frequency separation. Okay?
Yes.
So we have it. Now I can right click like this, so we have all of this thing here. I can open it, close it. Are we good so far?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move. All right, let's see. All right, I'll move that. And then now, here, under this one here, within the folder, we select that,
Yeah.
right? All right. And this the group folder edit. All right, here we are. What we are going to do next, basically, if there's anything to be edited, again, like here, we can do it. Remember, we did it before, but we can do it again. All right. So we finished basically. That's how we want it. All right. Now the next step again, we are going to disable the texture layers, which is this one. Disable it. All right.
Yeah.
And then we are going to select the low frequency, right?
Yeah.
Select low frequency layer under the brush. The brush mixes brush. Okay, we select this one. All right, we select this low frequency. We come under the tools here, under the brush, and we select color mixers, brush tool. Are we together?
Yeah.
Okay, we select that color tool mixer. We make sure to clean our brush. This setting as it is. The wet brush is supposed to be 20. The load, we keep it 30. The mix, we keep it 90. The flow, 30. Those steps are there, okay?
Yeah.
In the note. Now, if I press Option key and then select here and let it go, and then I can blend it in. You see? You have to take time. You smooth it like that. Again, we select again Option key. We blend the color. Again, we do it because, yes, there we go. We come to the forehead. We press that. You see what's happening there? We are blending the colors using what? Using the color mixer blend. We don't see it because we have selected what? We have selected the low frequency.
Yeah.
Now the moment we turn on this one, high frequency, see what happened? You see how beautiful it becomes? All the blemish, all and everything disappeared. Everything
Yeah.
out. All right. Now let's push it slightly again. The steps that we did from last week, those steps that I write my notes, I send it to you. And then the video again, it is there. I'll send it again. Now, the next step we are going to do, you want us to log back again because we have 2 minutes.
All right, you can do that.
Let's log back again. Okay, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the pinnacle of everything. So I'll try to go as much as possible until you understand the frequency separations. And then now, here what we have, we until you understand it. Let me see, I can hide that. I can select this one. Oh, I have so many layers. I could have started step one by removing the background, but that's all right. We leave it like that. You see how complex it is? If we decide to remove the background now, we are going to end up in a lot of problem. We have so many layers. All right. Let's create another document. Basically, these are the steps. What we did with the frequency separations. You understand me, Melissa?
Yes, sir.
You okay? Like books, those things that go into a publications, those things that go on photography studio. If you understand these steps, you are good. You can simply edit the image. You don't have to do the rest of it. You can do the color grading. You can specialize into that, which I want you to understand it. So let's try to do it one more time. The same steps. Okay. We are copying the same image. All right. We go back to Photoshop. Um, all right. I'll create a new document. Create that and paste that. All right. Let me see if I can close this window here. Save that. Okay. B. So I'll try to go slow again so that you understand it. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. All right, Melissa, here we are. Now, the first thing, sometime you have to ask the question. Sometime after you finish doing all the steps, they might want you, oh, remove the background. All right. So we rather mask it. If they need back the background, we can bring it back. So what we are going to do, the same thing that we did before, we go to select the subject. This was the first steps that we started some weeks ago. All right. Now we are selecting the subject. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do after that, Melissa, is to go to select and mask. Okay. Now we make sure that our edges are fine. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay. Output. Select layer and mask. And then press OK. Okay. Oh. Undo that. Okay. Select the subject. We go to select and mask. We select again, layer mask. We click OK. All right, we have that layer mask. So we have done this step number 1. Step number 2, what we are going to do is the frequency separations. Let's go. Let me see, where's my notes? My notes. Okay. We go right here. Convert the layer into smart object. All right. We are going to convert this layer. Duplicate that. We convert that layer into smart object. All right. Convert that one into a smart object. Melissa, you there? Hello. Convert that into a smart object. And then the next thing we are going to do, we go under the filter and select liquidify. Then the next step, we go under the filter, liquidify. Okay. We do that, and then we do our thing. All right, we can make an adjustment with the eyes, the nose, the width, if we have to. Close that. The nose, right? The nose width, and we go. Yeah, we leave it like that, and we click OK. All right, we click OK. All right, select. Okay, go on the. All right. Selection layer. Hold on. All right. We are going to select this layer, option E. We duplicated that. We have that layer duplicated. Are we together, Melissa? On layer 2, we are going to make frequency separations. So here, we are going to make our frequency separations. We duplicate 1, 2. Then we name this one low frequency, low frequency color. Okay. Here we name high frequency texture. High frequency texture. So, all right. We are going to disable this one. We select low frequency color. Low frequency select low frequency color. Low frequency color. And then we go under the filter. All right. And then we go under the filter and select blur and select Gaussian blur. All right, there we go. We return this to 0, and then we control it as we go by. Blur it. There we go. And click OK. All right, we have that Gaussian blurred. Now, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to select the texture layer and enable it. We are going to enable texture layer. All right. All right. Select this one under the texture. We go under the image, apply image. All right, there we go. We are going to select low frequency color and then subtract, and that's our color. We click OK. Now when you click OK, we could come back right here under the blend mode, linear lights. We click OK. So we have the linear lights. There we go. All right. Now what we are going to do, we are going to select this one, that, and group them. Gradient separations, high frequency, high separation. All right, when we select high frequency separations, we come right here. Okay, in the group folder, select the texture layer and edit as you wish. In the group, select texture layer. We come to the texture layer, and then now within the texture layer, we select clone stamp. Okay. Select that. We pick up that, and then make sure our brush is bigger, and then click zap, 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 zap. Get rid of all of that. Okay, there we go. We have done that. So the next thing we are going to do, okay. All right. Yeah, we have done that. And we can basically call it, we finish with that for now. We can work with that because we did the frequency separations and all of that. Liquify. We can take this image, put it somewhere else. All right, let's try to look for an image this time. All right. Okay.
I think pixels have great images.
Eh?
I like pixels, it have great images.
Yeah. So here we go. I can select this one here, download this one. Select that, open that. Copy this and take it to Photoshop. Mel, I have to repeat these steps until you master them, because until you perfectly master it. See? Wow, amazing. We could have cleaned this one before, but that's all right. Okay, we could have cleaned that. So what happened is that we did the cleaning of the skin tone. We are going to do the color grading next week, at the same time repeating the steps that we learned. Frequency separations, and then we are going to do frequency separation at brush mixture, and then we are going to do color grading with the frequency separation. Okay? Mel?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I notice your computer giving you trouble.
Yes, it's like the internet. Every minute it go in and out, in and out.
All right. So in that case, we are going to summarize it here. Take a look, Mel. Take a
Yeah.
look. It's so neat. It's finished.
Very nice. Yes, it's clean.
Because we touch the image, we manage to correct the details, we can fix it. It's my duty now to make sure that you understand the steps. Because it might sound kind of funny, but based on all of these things and the steps that I sent it to you, plus the video, you should be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through it.
So we have done a lot. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
We are going to do the color grading next week, and all of that. All right.
Yes, sir.
So you stay safe.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir. I'm gonna
And
go through it.
again, I'm really very sorry to put you under stress last week.
No, man, that's okay. I found it and I'm grateful I found it. So,
All right.
yeah.
You take care here.
All right, we'll let you know, sir.
Next week. Bye bye.
All right, bye.